Hi everyone, welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. My name is Artem, and here is the news. For 384 days, Ukraine defends itself against the forces of the Russian invasion. Yesterday, Ukraine marked Volunteer Day, dedicated to those who voluntarily joined Ukraine's defense effort. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky in his address said that Ukraine is grateful to everyone who felt that it was time to become a warrior. The president awarded a number of volunteers, including medic Alina Mikhailova, fiancée of hero of Ukraine Dmytro Kotyubailo, known as Da Vinci. Da Vinci was killed in action last week near Bakhmut. Mikhailova gave to the president a chevron of Dmytro's battalion, the Da Vinci Wolves. Zelensky thanked for this, saying that it was an honor for him. Volodymyr Zelensky held a meeting of the staff with the main focus on the city of Bakhmut, Donetsk Oblast. According to him, the entire staff support the need to reinforce this direction and to inflict maximum possible damage upon the occupier. The participants also analyzed the supply of weapons and ammunition to the defense units on the front line, reports Interfax Ukraine. The pace and volume of delivery of equipment and weapons from Ukraine's partners and their distribution among the groups of troops were discussed as well. Later, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine Valery Zaluzhny stressed that the defensive operation in the Bakhmut direction is of the greatest strategic importance of holding the enemy back and is of key importance for the fortitude of the defense along the entire front line. The National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine refutes the information of the Washington Post about the deterioration of the quality of the Ukrainian army due to the loss of skilled fighters, which endangers the spring counteroffensive, reports Ukrainska Pravda. Oleksiy Danilov, the secretary of the council, acknowledged that the situation is difficult as Ukraine has waged a war against a larger enemy for over a year now. But there is nothing unexpected here, stressed Danilov. Russia plans to launch a new recruitment of contract soldiers to the army, with plans to add 400,000 new recruits, reports Radio Liberty. According to the media, the Russian Ministry of Defense sent documents to the regions indicating the number of contracts that should be signed from April 1st. The main part of the work will be carried out by the military commissariats, and the governors will be responsible for the implementation of the plan in their regions. Defense Minister of Ukraine Oleksiy Reznikov announced that the meeting of the contact group on the defense of Ukraine in the Ramstein format will be held on March 15th, reports Unian. The minister also discussed priorities of the future meeting with U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. The Ramstein group unites defense ministers and other high-level officials from over 50 states that provide military support to Ukraine or consider doing so. The group, led by the US, is aimed to coordinate international military aid for Ukraine. Defense Minister of the Netherlands, Kajsa Ollongren, announced plans of the Netherlands, together with Belgium, to provide Ukraine with 2 Alkmaar-class minesweepers in 2025, reports Militarny. During her visit to Ukraine, she informed that the countries will start training Ukrainian crews so that they know how to use the ships. In turn, Defense Minister of Ukraine Oleksiy Reznikov noted that 3 components should be taken into account when it comes to the timing of ship deliveries, reports Ukrinform. Among those are crew training time, the fact that as long as the open phase of the war continues in accordance with the Montreux Convention, it is impossible for warships to pass through the Bosphorus into the Black Sea. The third factor, as the minister stressed, is that the mine clearance of the Black Sea can begin only after security guarantees for Ukraine is given. The defense minister of Ukraine called this announcement the creation of what may be called a ship coalition in support of Ukraine. According to him, it already includes 3 countries, the Netherlands, Belgium, and the United Kingdom. The UK has already handed over 2 minesweepers on which Ukrainian crews are already officially located, and the flag of the Ukrainian Navy has been raised. Prime Minister of Poland Mateusz Morawiecki said that MiG-29's aircraft may be delivered to Ukraine within the next 4 to 6 weeks, reports Radio Liberty. He did not provide any further details. Defense Minister of Slovakia Jaroslav Naď said earlier that Slovakia plans to make a decision on the supply of MiG-29's aircraft to Ukraine, and Poland officially expressed its readiness to act jointly on this matter. A US MQ-9 Reaper drone has crashed into the Black Sea after it was struck by a Russian Su-27 fighter jet, reports Interfax Ukraine. The United States European Command stated that two Russian Su-27 aircraft conducted an unsafe and unprofessional intercept with the US unmanned MQ-9 aircraft that was operating within international airspace over the Black Sea. According to the US side, one of the aircraft struck the drone's propeller. The Ministry of Defense of Russia stated that their Su-27 fighter jets had nothing to do with the crash of the drone, reports European Pravda. In addition, they said it approached annexed Crimea and was flying with transponders turned off. The ministry claims that the drone crashed after it conducted a dangerous maneuver. The Highlights from Ukraine podcast is a non-commercial initiative of just two people, and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the apps, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.